Previously on The Kitchen Nigeria.
Remember the first time you cooked a pot of soup unassisted? And how you waited anxiously for your mom or dad to taste it and give their verdict? Well, if you do, then you probably have an idea how the last episode of The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2 went.
Last week on The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2, our semi-finalists took the kitchen test, where they cooked their hearts out with only 1 hour to create magic. Each contestant raced against time and unexpected setbacks, putting their experience, creativity, and skill to the test. Once their hour was up, they waited with bated breath as the judges tasted dish after dish after dish, hoping to be selected as one of the 4 contestants that would make it to the finals. After 2 rounds of vigorous assessments based on creativity, food presentation, and taste, the judges selected their 4 finalists: Gibbs, Waltz, Deborah, and Khudu. Welcome back to The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2, Nigeria's first restauranting talent showcase, where we discover the finest culinary talents across Nigeria. And now, we have come to the final stage, which will determine which one of our 4 finalists earns the top spot as Nigeria's champion restaurateur. For their next and final task, each of our finalists is required to set up a bespoke pop-up restaurant, where they will cater to 20 guests, including the judges, for 3 consecutive nights. They will each be required to design their restaurant, select and direct their team, curate their menu, draw up their budget, and shop for the required items. They will also be responsible for selling tickets to their own exclusive dining experience, where they will serve a 3-course meal each night and will work with numerous vendors to create a unique night out. At the end of each night, the guests will rate the host and contestant service quality, and the judges will score them based on food presentation, ambience, and service. The finalists will each be assigned a week to prepare and execute this task, and they must do their absolute best to tantalize not just the judges, but their guests as well. Kicking off this round with his uniquely curated menu is Khudu. Khudu amazed the judges with his finger-licking chocolat brewed desserts at the semi-final auditions, and one of the judges, Chef Benedict, went as far as tagging his vegetarian dessert the best he's ever had. That is definitely high praise.
I'm from Edo State, and we don't pronounce the K's in Edo State. Khudu means hearts in my language. So I remember entering the competition and I won. And it was the first bit of validation and confidence boost that I ever had cooking outside of my family.
I never allowed my kids to go to the boarding school. So he had all the time to watch when I'm cooking. Him coming up now, it's not strange because he's always there when I'm doing most of those things.
Sume is a wonderful person. Yeah, he can be very blunt, tell you the truth, tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. The problem solver, Sume is a stress to me personally. It stresses me too much.
Stress to us. First time I met him, he hadn't started like cooking then, so my friend there invited me to his place, and he was holding this like huge pot with like jollof rice. So I was like, this guy would be cool to be friends with, or he can cook, because I couldn't cook. Only to find out like years later that it was his mom who made the food while she was visiting. As life will have it today, he's a chef.
Well, in secondary school, obviously, you didn't have to cook at all. Obviously, you couldn't even fry egg, basically. Uni days also, Maz was mostly eat out, Chinese and whatnot. Then I think it was when he moved back, accounting, then he now told me he wanted to go into that. So that's when the journey kind of started and everything else. And we're obviously there for him to support him through the rubbish food he first started with. So obviously we criticized his food and he obviously got better.
Yeah, we had a lot of nonsense.
A lot, bro, a lot of nonsense. We used to go to the toilet a lot, but
he got better.
Today he got better now. So we're obviously directors on the board also. So, but we're happy for him, we're proud for him for what he has become now.
So my normal routine, normally I go to the gym in the morning, I'm not gonna lie, but I could not go to any gym today. So I am excited to meet with Ayo, the connoisseur. I've heard good things. I've seen him in a few places. Hi guys, this is Khudu here again, and you're watching The Kitchen Nigeria, powered by MasterCard. I'm very excited to meet the Somali here today. His name is Ayo. I have very high expectations, and I'm very sure he's going to surpass them. But let's see how it goes. Thank you. It's beautiful.
Hello. Welcome to Le Connoisseur.
Thank you. Heard
Okay.
great things.
Have a seat. So, my name is Aya.
Ayo, Khudu, nice to meet you.
So, I've been looking at your menu.
Yeah.
Quite has a lot of things going on. So, why did you decide to go with so many flavors?
I've gone with this because I want a case where every bite it pairs very well with any other thing on the plate. So on every plate that you would see that I give you, if you have 5 or 6 elements, that's essentially 36 possible combinations that you can have. So I want every way your mind possibly works, I've thought about it, and I can surprise you because I've thought about it.
My first impression when I saw his menu was, wow, this menu has a lot going on. So for the appetizer, I'm seeing rice dumplings.
Yes.
I think would be best with a sparkling wine.
Okay.
On that one, a dry sparkling wine. So for your main, we'll probably have 2
Okay.
kind of wines. Anybody who's going for the smoked pork belly would have like a Riesling.
Okay.
So the Riesling is also, apart from the fact that it's a bit dry, it's also slightly sweet. But for the Tozo, we'd go for a Cabernet Sauvignon. And we
Cabernet
have
Sauvignon, I love.
quite a wide range of Cabernet Sauvignons.
Okay.
Oh, I had to ask him what he meant by vegan smoked pork belly.
Smoked vegan pork belly, essentially, I'm using starch, like what we make bangan starch, starch, the actual starch water, so like
Okay.
cassava flour.
Yeah.
Doing the first layer of starch, I'm going to cook that. Then I'm going to use like another layer with like beetroot powder, different things to simulate a color that looks like meat. It's going to have maple syrup, it's going to be slightly smoked. So it would look like pork, but it just wouldn't be pork.
For your dessert, what's your main actor?
I'll say chocolate.
We'll probably stay with the sparkling wine for this.
I love that MasterCard has provided a space for young entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs altogether in the food space. Culinary industry wasn't as big as it is today in Nigeria. It's currently grown. MasterCard is doing a great job in helping us to make it grow. This is giving me the unique opportunity to grow sides of myself that I didn't think I would. Everyone who knows me and knows my food will never associate me with vegan food. It's interesting to see what the future holds for me. Thank you. Thank you so
All
much.
right. You're
Very
welcome.
grateful. So now we are on our way to see the designer, and if I'm being very honest, this is probably the part of my dinner that I'm probably the most nervous about. So it's going to be exciting to see what I can learn from her today and how she helps me bring the vision that I'm not even sure of or clear of to life.
Okay, I've been looking at your menu today, and I'm seeing words like prancing and flurry, flame, smoke. Those are words that are standing out to me. I think, obviously, what we're going for here is something very rustic,
Rustic sounds good.
aesthetic, would you say?
Rustic is
Yeah,
good.
with some pops of color. So, I mean, the flames just bring to mind.
I want a case where when the guests are having the food or are being served, I want smoke in some way around them. I can't incorporate actual smoke into the dish because
Yeah.
it will be overpowering. It will
I
bring
mean,
into the food.
maybe instead of smoke, you could go with fog. So dry
Yes.
ice, which is very easy for you to use with your
Dry
dishes.
ice would be great, but dry ice has more of a cool feel as opposed to a fiery, like how smoke. So if you see like fire on your side, you see smoke coming out, you expect
Yeah.
some kind of heat to come with it. So if we're not going to get heat, which obviously may not be possible,
Yeah, I mean, in
fog
terms of
machine?
safety,
Yeah,
because
fog
it's a
machine.
small space, I
Like a
think,
fog machine,
yeah, we'd have to be careful. So maybe you can incorporate some dry ice into the presentation of your dishes, and then we can also do a low rising fog. But I mean, it depends on your budget. I feel like we're kind of leaning towards something a bit rustic. maybe use some raffia, and maybe stay away from a very clinical aesthetic. So I'm really excited to put that together with my team.
I think it's 3 parts what I'm trying to do here, or 4 parts rather. It's service, it's the actual food on the day, it's the wine from the Somali Ayo, and then it's the ambience. So thank you.
Pleasure. We'll see
Can't
you.
wait to see what you did.
Yeah, I can't wait to speak. I will create the group chat right now.
Thank you. Fantastic. Chef Khudu here again, and we are in ShopRite to do my shopping for the kitchen powered by MasterCard. So I'm excited to do this. This is my best time. Thank you, ShopRite, for helping us. This is going to be a great experience. Thank you. So I have picked up oyster mushrooms. It's for the vegan starter. So as you know, vegans do not eat meat. So I'm looking at picking up the oyster mushroom for the vegan starter. Every single element on the dish is vegan. It's apart from the actual main protein or main style of the dish, which in this case would be the protein. These oranges that I'm getting, I need them for the vegan cake. So I need the zest and the juice of the oranges for the vegan cake, and they smell amazing. That was a lovely experience. It was extremely therapeutic. I can't wait to turn this into something that the judges love and the guests love. Thank you. See you guys at the finals. Tomorrow is the D-Day. Where are we? What's going on?
So we're done with a couple of things. Except from the palm wine caviar.
Okay.
We're done with chips.
Star scripts.
Yeah, the rice dumplings, lemongrass oil, pickled pepper.
Working with Chef Khudu in the kitchen is always fun, and it has a lot of ginger and energy. You can't really relax when you're working with him. I enjoy working with him a lot.
Now, I want everyone to be forced to eat as many of the flavors in one bite as possible. But also, we also have to make sure that Shola has the opportunity to let them take, for example, the rice dumpling and mix it with the lemongrass, the pickled pepper and mix it with the prawn, the farufa and the starch crisps, so that this dish has 8 elements.
At first, I didn't know he was into any competition, but I later heard that we needed to be part of this project, and I was excited because all these projects are really top-notch, and I always want to learn and be a big part of every big project he has, and this is a really big one, and it's going to be a very big deal for the brand.
I expect the best.
Let's go.
So, from the Chef Khudu I used to know to the Chef Khudu I know now, Chef Khudu is someone I would call a perfectionist, right? He wants everything to be done to the T. He wants it done the way it should be done. He wants it done the way he would like it done. And then that also means sometimes that surrendering control is a bit of a problem, right? He wants to see to it that his guests get the best that they can get.
So as soon as the ice is placed inside, you're putting it on top and you're carrying it out.
You know.
Hi, excuse me. Please, thank you.
No, dude, you can't tell us to leave the kitchen.
Don't speak to me, don't shout to me like that again. I'm not your child.
Please, what?
Are we clear? Don't do that to me.
Did I shout?
You did. I don't shout to you. I'm telling you, your voice right now is you shouting.
I'm not, that's my voice.
Then guess what? I'm not responsible for how your voice comes out. Your voice is loud. Don't shout at me. You are not a boy, you are a man. And so, speak to me. I'm not a child.
I be a do man with a quick vex. So I don't really do work with myself, okay? Sometimes hold yourself together, no shout, relax. When you can't be like, see, you treat me like one boy. Now so the thing tastes sound. To me, it could be like see the shout give you. Now your voice don't day.
The judges are making rounds and taking notes of Khudu's setup. Hi guys, and welcome to the Kitchen Nigeria Season 2, brought to you by MasterCard. Tonight, someone's life is about to change. Our first contestant, our chef, he goes by the name Khudu. If you look at this beautiful table, I'd like you to know that he put this all together himself. Tonight, he'll be judged by over 20 guests. They'll be checking out his restaurateur experience, the service, the quality of the food, and of course, the plating. The $1 million question is, does he have what it takes to win? Keep watching to find out.
For the ambience of this place, I like it. It's old and new. There's a bit of a village vibe with the raffia palms, then the flowers gives it a bit of a modern twist.
It's a full house and Khudu's pop-up restaurant is buzzing. The guest list comprises of culinary experts, food enthusiasts, famous restaurateurs, and Khudu's friends and family.
So I've just walked in right now and the designer has done a fantastic job. I have to commend her and her team.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our first pop-up. We have this amazing contestant. He's a brilliant chef. He goes by the name Chef Khudu. We're gonna bring him out in a few seconds. Now, if you look on the table, you would see these cards that have barcodes. What we need you guys to do is to please scan the barcodes. So you might wanna get out your phones right now and get ready because you will be judging him. He stands to win 5 million naira and a contract with MasterCard if he becomes the winner. Please put your hands together for your host of the evening, Chef Khudu! Khudu, how are you, my man?
How's it going?
Not too bad.
I am here, excited, the day is finally here. We're prepping with my team, we're doing a good job, we're all in sync, we're all dancing to music, and extremely happy about what is to come because we love service time and it's close to service time. And I walked to one of the directors to walk them through, as well as Shola Masomade, to explain to her what is going to happen, just run her through everything again so we're all on the same page. And guess what? They want to kill me. There's no smoke machine, there's no fog machine. At this point, I'm like, do I allow the gentle giant that I am to stay a gentle giant, or do I become a crazy person? So tonight, you have every bit of my journey, from when I was younger to where I currently am, and where I hope I'm going to be in the future. I have my boy Shola, and she's an extension of who I am. I wouldn't trust any other person to do this for me, where she walks you guys through the journey of Rhythm of Smoke and Fire, which I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.
For the drink that we'll brought out shortly, it's called Caipirinha Cubes. And this is made with lime, sugar, and Curaçao rum. It's of Brazilian origin and is made from fermented sugarcane juice. So 1 second and it will be brought to you shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's day one. I'm seeing my guests right now and I'm excited.
So here we have the banga feijoada curry and the vegan banga feijoada curry.
So we'll just have to wait till we know whether it's vegan or not before we go forward. Funam, turn the AC. Turn microgreens, thank you. As you're waiting.
Like I said, prawns and smoke. So, prawns and smoke. Enjoy.
After all the fighting, now people can see the reason why I needed the smoke to be there for both courses.
For the non-vegan option, the wine that will be paired with this dish is the Casa e Melinda Freitas Espumante Branco Bruto. It's a sparkling wine and it was chosen, it's a bright golden wine reminiscent of citrus and tropical fruit.
The banga meal, I specifically loved it. It was my favorite. It was something I never had before. And I think he made banga proud.
Tonight, I think the chef stayed true to what he was trying to present. He promised us that he would do something interactive and that we'll get flavors of fire and smoke.
He was very adventurous with the appetizer, right? It's easy to be safe, to give the same thing, but he tried something completely new. So I appreciated that.
The feijoada was good. It was a good dish. The flavors were mild, but there was a lot going on and it was nicely plated.
For the second course, we have the pork belly or tozo if you chose the non-vegan option, and the vegan pork belly if you chose the vegan option. In this, we have smoked pork belly or tozo steak, potato textures, carrot textures, jollof dust, whiskey demi-glaze, roast beetroot puree. This dish that's coming next, it was a 30-hour-plus labor of love, time, and patience by the chef. Please sit back and enjoy. Your dish will be served shortly.
So that's 15 non-vegan, and then you have one vegan, someone has 3. That's 4. So 15. Okay, guys.
The chef took great care to make sure that every element of this dish is vegan except for the meat itself, right? So the roast beetroot puree he made with plant-based milk. The potatoes were flavored with vegan butter as well. So he made sure that everyone has the same experience, yeah.
The second dish, I thought the pork belly was phenomenal. I think the dishes could have tied a little bit more, but those are more technical things.
The tozo was nice, the meat was good, but it was a bit dry for me. So I was not as impressed with the tozo as I was with the pork belly.
I love beetroot. I've always loved beetroot. So I wanted to see how it would use the beetroot, and it came out in the puree, and it was awesome.
I feel like everyone has gone on and on about the pork belly. I think the pistachio in there, I could taste that, and I really love pistachios.
Thank you so much for coming. I can't wait to get you to enjoy dessert as well. Thank you. Thank you.
What you are now being served with is tequila, smoked honey tequila, specially made by the chef himself.
So I had vegan dessert. I wanted to try something different. The flavors were really good.
During the semi-finalist round, the dessert was incredible. The quality of his food did translate throughout the 3 dishes.
I don't know if it's a memory of having the dish last time that is, kind of messing with our minds that I felt today. It was not as good as last time.
They love the dessert, but everyone's fave seems to be the tozo.
Of course. I need to say thank you to my parents. I'm very, very traditional. So, Mom, Dad.
I would say I swallowed my pride because I never wanted to encourage him. It was after the mother. The mother was encouraging him, and I was against it. But today, seeing what he has done now, I'm happy that he's doing what he loves to do. That's my joy.
Honestly, I'm just grateful because I've had a fantastic show and I've enjoyed myself. My team has enjoyed every moment of it. We've grown and we've just loved every minute. We've lived every minute and it's been nothing short of a blessing. So I just want to say a big thank you to The Kitchen Nigeria, powered by MasterCard.
I think he has a very strong chance to win this.
I think he's won already. I'll be surprised if somebody else wins.
Khudu is killing it, and at the end of the night, the judges and guests will rate his performance. His cumulative score after all 3 nights is what will determine whether he wins the coveted prize of 5 million naira, an ambassadorial contract with MasterCard, and an intensive mentorship opportunity with culinary and hospitality industry gurus. It's a wrap for day 3 of Khudu's Pop-Up. Up next on The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2, we'll be bringing you our second contestant. He goes by the name of Waltz, and he's a restaurant consultant. The million naira question is, what extra spice would he be bringing to the table? Keep watching us next week to find out. On the next episode of The Kitchen Nigeria.
Waltz is bubbly. He has a playful attitude.
I can be chaotic and I can have a Malawi vibe.
Hi, my name is Yosola Atere, and this is The Kitchen Nigeria Season 2. The reason why we're here for Season 2, it's really about encouraging the SMEs within that space and being a part of their journey as they scale and really get a true experience as to what it is to own a restaurant, run a restaurant, and create the right experience and the right ambience for the different segments of customers. The focus for MasterCard really is to have a larger impact on the Nigerian SME, the Nigerian card holder, and the Nigerian business. That's what it's about for us.